Time for, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag Ask Jay.
Yeah, let's go.
Got
Who
it?
would win in an Oklahoma drill, you or TJ?
Oh, me. I'm bigger.
Than TJ?
Yes. Yeah.
By how much?
I got like 25 pounds on him still. Just pure size advantage there. It's all about low man wins also. I think he would admit to that one. He wouldn't admit to a get-off race, like the fastest off the line of scrimmage, but I think he would admit to it.
Yeah. Coming up next, Ask TJ.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the man who gave that answer, JJ Watt.
Yay, Jay.
Jage, how you doing, buddy? Do you really believe that about TJ? Because I think he takes your old ass and breaks you in half and then does the kick. And I appreciate you answering questions like that. You're so good at it. You're so good at it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. You guys, we have Ask Jage, and then it gets more formal, Ask JJ on Sundays. So it's a little loosey-goosey over here. We have our good time, and then on Sunday we put on the tie, and we slick the hair back, and we do the professional game.
Hair looks phenomenal. The chemistry in the booth is real. You're doing a great job calling games, even though the games might not always be the best games. How about this Texans teams? Back-to-back blowouts. Obviously, they get the Titans, and then this past weekend they get the Ravens. Ravens, I don't know how many things have been said about them this week. A lot of things not good. They traded away a player yesterday.
Odafe Owe.
Yeah, I didn't want to get those wrong. I apologize. Owe gets traded away. He's a good player. So it's like dire times in Baltimore. You obviously got a chance to chat with them whenever you're doing preparation for the game. You see them in person. Texans, really good. Ravens, really bad. What are your thoughts coming out of that game?
Combo of both, for sure. I've played in that stadium a few times. Texans, that's their first ever win there. So I've never won there. And anybody who's played there knows, like the Ravens, that place, it's just you expect to go in there and have a violent, physical, tough football game where the offense is going to hit you in the mouth. The defense is going to play strong ball. The crowd's going to be good. And I was saying in our pregame a little bit, even day games kind of feel like night games there just because of the black and the purple and the defense and just the aura of the place. And this game was none of that. This game, after about halftime, maybe a little later, but not even, felt like a preseason game. And the fourth quarter really felt like a preseason game. And the Ravens are depleted on injuries. There is zero question about that. They have a ton of injuries all over. I think almost half of their salary cap was on the bench for this game. But Kyle Van Noy said himself, look at the 49ers. They have a bunch of injuries. They don't complain. You got to find a way in this league. And it was a very, very poor product, unfortunately. And for them, crazy. They're still the betting favorite to win the AFC North, but they got to figure it out quickly here. The bye week next week is going to be massive for them.
Okay, so let's talk about the AFC North. The Pittsburgh Steelers are on a bye. Everybody around them in the AFC North takes an L, and then there's a quarterback swap from one part of Ohio to the next. There's full chaos in the AFC North right now, and it's not what we expected it to be. How do you feel about Flacco getting traded over to the Bengals from the Cleveland Browns? And what are your thoughts on him potentially beating the Packers twice this season? And then next Thursday, he's got the Pittsburgh Steelers in an AFC North rivalry game that he knows a lot about because he's played for every team.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. I think if he happened to beat the Packers twice, that would be just an unreal story. He's already had so many cool moments in his career. I do think that anytime you see an inter-division trade, especially at the most important position in the league, that's something that should perk your eyes and ears up because you don't just try and help out opponent within your division that you're trying to beat. So there is some interesting aspects to that. But the Bengals are clearly just trying to somehow, some way scrap and claw their way to the point where Joe Burrow gets back because they know what he's capable of, and they know that if they can just scrape out a few wins and put themselves in position to have a chance, once he comes back, they'll be all right. And Flacco certainly... He's done it before.
Yes,
he
has.
Before.
He went off the couch to the Browns, led them to the playoffs, which is why I think Stefanski brought him back this year after a year with the Colts that did not go great, other than the fact that he got to wear really cool cleats on coconut husk grass.
Hell yeah.
Turf over here in Indianapolis. He goes back to Cleveland. Obviously, that quarterback room had a lot of conversation going into the year because the third-round pick in Dylan Gabriel, fifth-round pick in Shedeur Sanders, Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett was in there at one point, and Joey Flacco was named starter of them all. Shedeur Sanders was kind of attacked by cameras, or Shedeur Sanders was at an event with a lot of cameras that were at it. We don't know what it was, but he was at a car dealership, so it might have been an event where he was doing something, giving back, who knows what all he was doing. And there was a good 3-camera shoot, 8K cameras.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
He looked very good in these shots live from the car dealership's lobby. And he said, everything he said was like, thanks to Joe. I appreciate Joe. I leaned on Joe. Joe helped me. I talked to him after the trade. We talked about how quick it was. That was wild. And then he just kind of moved on. It was like he gave the perfect answer for the situation. And I think that quarterback room has dealt with this all pretty well. And Joe Flacco, obviously being a 45-year vet, and the way he acts and talks, like, I'm not their uncle. Right? I think he has helped with that entire room, and any success that they have from there, I think they will give credit to Joe, just like a lot of places have in this kind of journeyman career that Joe Flacco has had. Is it going to work for the Bengals, though? I don't know if they could block anybody.
True.
So
don't think they can.
Yeah, well, Joe Flacco back there, they're going to have to.
Well, footsteps, you got to be careful. He can move a pretty decent amount.
But if they can protect him just a little bit, if they can just let Joe Flacco just get that thing from here to here.
Exactly.
There's a chance at that high-powered offense.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's a lot of weapons out there. Oh, my God, there's a number one. There's another number one. How many number ones have we got around here? I didn't know that. It's like I go to a fast food, I'll take 2 number ones. Yeah, he got that here in Cincinnati. This is Joe Flacco's thinking this is the best time of his entire life. Got Green Bay Packers. I already know this team.
Yeah.
I already beat this team.
Exactly.
No, I threw for 140 yards.
Still.
But you managed the game.
Yeah, you see the minute drive to go in and win a game?
You tell me. We'll just do that for the whole game. So Joe's already got to figure it out.
When's the last time we had a team trade in their division? A quarterback at that.
Ooh. Was it Donovan
Oh,
McNabb?
man, that's on the spot.
To Washington? Yeah. That might be it, actually. That might be the only one.
Did you hear what Tone just said?
Yeah, I did.
Everybody just heard
I hear.
Yeah. That's actually a great. That's a good thought. That's a good thought from Tone.
Tone, you just said that. Sorry, it's inside joke right now for 4 of us because Tone is in hammer down time. What did you say?
AQ was talking to me this morning, and he thought that Joe might retire today.
Why?
It's a pretty good take,
Why would he
actually.
do that? Just because he got traded to the Bengals and just say, no more, I'm not doing it?
Listen, when you're 40 years old, you go to Cleveland and you think you're going to be the number 3, the number 4, the mentor in the room, and then all of a sudden you're starting and you're like, okay, well, this is great, but I'm in Cleveland. And then they trade you to Cincinnati. Even worse scenario. You got no offensive line, no blocking. Don't be surprised. Wednesday practice, hour and a half from now.
I'm not doing it.
I'm done.
They just printed the jerseys, fresh off the press.
They're saying that's what Amari Cooper did when he saw Geno Smith throw a slant route in training camp.
No.
That's what I saw on the internet, and that's for shoot.
Yeah, I understand that. That is for
Matthew.
sure. But there's a lot of people.
I mean, Jamar Chase was their second leading tackler in the game this weekend.
Good. He's a great athlete.
He is.
He walked in backwards to score a touchdown.
That's
Joe
right.
Flacco saw that. So there's either that mindset that he's like completely done with all the shits, or it's Joe Flacco saying, I could take his team to the Super Bowl.
Grass is always greener over here.
Yes, it is. Right over there, especially with everything they have. Let's talk about some other situations brewing, especially for a place you used to call home and a team you used to play for. Go ahead, AQ.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw the end of the Arizona Cardinals game, the entire second half. It was an epic collapse, and just wanted to get your thoughts on the second half of that game.
Great question.
Yeah. Man. So I was in the booth, obviously, on Sunday doing our game. And then on the flight home, I started checking to see, what's going on in the rest of the games around the league. And you see the Cardinals are up. And then you start to see the lead dwindle a little bit. And you're like, oh, man, the Titans are making a little run here. And then I get home and I see all the videos. And, man, it was just a tough ending with the fumble at the goal line, with the snap hitting in the head, and then with the interception returned for a touchdown. I mean, think about this Cardinals team. They have lost 3 games by a total, not each game, a total of 5 points in those 3 games. They've lost them all on the last play game. They are literally 3 plays away or 3 missed final field goals away from being 5-0. And instead, they're now being talked about like this, with these types of comedy of errors plays going on. And it's just brutal, man. Obviously, for my former team and a team that I have so many friends on that I want to see do so good, this was painful to see.
I think this is still a touchdown. I think.
I don't disagree with you there.
And I don't think anybody cares because it's like, can't do it. Can't even be that close. You can't do this.
I agree.
Especially in that situation. So I think that is why maybe the football gods were just like, nope, not giving it to him. And then everything else that took place takes place. Feels like this could set up for a dangerous Cardinals team.
No, like dangerous, like as in it explodes and like everybody starts hating each other and they all just quit on the season.
Well, you got Gannon getting fined $100,000.
Yeah.
And that's last time that happened. Bruce Arians.
Exactly.
He slapped somebody in the head. In this moment, obviously, that we showed yesterday, I don't know if Billy O and J.J. Watt's fight at practice got anything. But this moment that we showed yesterday was the reason for a $100,000 fine. Can't happen. You know, the first one, who knows what he's saying? He can't do it. The second one, obviously, optically in 2025, the NFL does not want to have happen on the sideline of a football game. And, you know, old school coaches, B.A. was actually here yesterday. What was he supposed to do? It's like, all right, well, there's a lot of other answers these days. He gets fined for that. Everybody's calling him a laughingstock. You know, everybody's getting attacked in that building. And they have maybe the best team in football this weekend. In a lot house.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the Indianapolis Colts are the cock of the walk, brother. I don't know if you know that. Danny Dimes, everything he's doing, good. Everything Shane Steichen doing, great. Tyler Warren might be the best player in football, honestly. Could probably play him in multiple positions. We're only using him at 1 right now, actually 3 right now. Putting him at tight end, putting him at wide out. He's also fullback, running back, and I think he's taking a snap. So maybe 5 positions he's played for us already. This guy is remarkable. Jonathan Taylor is going to score 2-3 touchdowns a week throughout the rest of the season, and the defense with Lou Anarumo, smother it. Okay, we're all over the place, and we're getting the ball. And Carly Ursay, one of the big 3, one of the owners. I had a chance to chat with her before the game whenever she was coming to visit me and my wife's corgi, Chuck, and she certainly had some opinions on how fat Chuck kind of was.
Sure.
And that was one of her first things is, hey, we got to take care of that. But she said, hey, the defense feels very confident in the fact that we're going to get some turnovers today because the trajectory or where Geno chooses to throw, we got guys. We got guys in good spots. So game plan was to actively create turnovers. And we also say Cross is getting to the quarterback like every other play. So we're sending pressure. It's like the Colts are fun to watch. They're explosive offensive and defensively. We got a great punter, doesn't really have to do anything. And then our field goal kicker, we just signed the money badger, Michael Badgley, back to the team, who's pretty good. The Colts are dominant, but this Cardinals team, they've been mocked and ridiculed.
Yeah.
Literally by everybody, all parties, including the NFL, saying, clown behavior, bro. $100,000 fine. Can't have it happen. On that note, D-Bud has a question for you, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, they are, with that game, though, they are familiar with each other. Gannon and obviously Steichen's on that Super Bowl staff. So, I mean, it is much different offense with Danny Dimes running than Jalen Hurts. But how do you see the state of the AFC South right now? A lot of expectations were not there for the Colts coming into the season, maybe a little higher for the Texans. And I don't think they were there for the Jags either. You have the Colts and Jags sitting up there at the top. Houston looked like they're kind of finding their form, and then Tennessee, who knows what's going on there. But what's your overall opinion on the state of the AFC South?
Yeah, first we have to address Chuck. Is there a plan? Are we trying to get Chuck in shape? Do we have any sort of program in place?
Yeah, we start him in a stumpy stampede race, see if he likes it, enjoys it. And,
oh, my goodness, man. Those legs are doing a lot of work.
Yeah, dude, it's bad.
No, he's got good joints, this guy. He's literally a tank.
I thought you said you're taking him in for doggo suction, kind of get all that stuff out.
I was looking for some dogs and pics for him.
Sure.
But the thing about it is his body rejected it. So, no, I don't want it. This is who he is. Okay? And I think he was a little bit perturbed by what was going on, didn't necessarily know where to head. My wife, who he certainly likes and loves a lot more than me, was down at the finish line because in theory that's the right move. Chuck obviously couldn't pay attention long enough to find it. You know, he couldn't. The other corgis were able to find there. And then obviously you got to assist him a little bit, make sure he gets through a finish line. This is one shining moment here. Okay, I go and grab him.
He's built like an ottoman, bro. He's built like an ottoman.
That is, wow, JJ.
Okay,
Hey, man.
Wow. That's not That's
Nailed
not
it.
fair.
I mean,
You
I'm
nailed it.
sorry.
You nailed it.
Is-
Like a body pillow.
The issue is his body would collapse if I was to put my legs on his back. It is at max capacity right now, that body. And this is just the first
Is Chuck
steps.
a table fooder? Is he a table food?
To be honest, yeah, he'll eat some of ours. I'm not. I think he does a majority of his eating like maybe middle of the day. Because at night, I don't see him eating much. Like he doesn't eat a lot of our food. So I think he potentially gets stuff like a pork, or like a pig, or he has no metabolism.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Okay.
When we got him, he was big. He was big bodied, big boned. He had been obviously corgis. He was in
The camp or
a dog store for a long time. He was by far the most mature dog in the store. Nobody wanted this thing. Okay, nobody wanted.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
I genuinely wonder why. And then once I meet him, I'm like, this guy's a stubborn prick. that is why. That is certainly why. I assume whenever people would get him out and like play with him, he was just maybe the worst of all time.
Just an asshole.
Yeah, just complete. So him and my wife have built up a great relationship, but I will say he has been bigger than what I thought corgis were since the day he entered our house. Now, certainly, he's certainly gotten bigger, and those little arms do get they do get a little bit like this, but that's also potentially because the nerves, are being cut off by his fat on the entire thing. So we're trying, Jage. We're trying.
I love it. I'll get back to D-Butt's question now. I think the AFC South, with the Texans starting to figure it out, but I mean, I don't think there's many people outside of Jacksonville or Indianapolis who saw it going this way, this well, this early. With Liam Cohen coming into Jacksonville and being able to turn it around so quickly, massive win against Kansas City. And it's one of those things where I said it to somebody yesterday, confidence is a crazy mistress. You start to figure it out. You start to believe in yourselves. Some of these plays that used to be a comedy of errors turn around and turn into a positive for you as an organization. And the more that belief grows, the more that confidence grows. All of a sudden, everybody starts playing a little bit better. The ball starts bouncing your way. 99-yard pick sixes are on your terms instead of the other team's terms. So the Colts really crushing it right now. I mean, you turn on that game halfway through it, we flipped on the score and like, wow, crushing the Raiders. So I'm looking forward. I might have a chance here in the near future to check out a Colts game, and I would really enjoy that because I want to see what they're all about and how they're doing. And then the Texans start to figure it out. Titans kind of gifted a win there, so they're in the W column. AFC South.
On that note, here's some stats about the AFC South. Here's win-loss record against other divisions, non-division games this season, win-loss and the points differential. AFC South 8-6 plus 80. That's a lot of the Colts. Colts right now are plus a huge amount. AFC West 6-8, AFC North 5-10, AFC East 3-7. You tell us. Everybody's talking about the AFC South as a laughing
Ride
stock.
our coattails.
Yeah, you're welcome, AFC. Remember all the good quarterbacks at the top. Oh, yeah, Danny Dimes is one of them. Boom. Boom. Just like we said it would. Now, fascinating how good the Colts became.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately.
That's all they needed.
Almost otherworldly.
Yeah.
4 positions we added. QB, corner, safety.
Yep.
Right? We just signed Pratt yesterday. Pratt was on the Raiders. Okay, was on the Bengals for a long time with Lou Anarumo. Then he was on the Raiders for the first 5 weeks of the season. Last week, before playing the Indianapolis Colts, non-injured, kind of taken off. Then we signed him. So I have no idea what happened there. Pumped he's here, though.
Yes.
Great to have him here. But then on the offensive side, it's like Quentin Nelson's become more of a leader. I don't know. A lot of people are going to be like, see what the Colts were able to do overnight, basically. It's been crazy to experience it, JJ. This has not been predictable, I think. I blindly was saying it, but everybody was laughing at me, and I potentially maybe only half believed it. Sure. But on that note,
Yeah.
What's that?
You all of a sudden you were the chief believer in the you weren't even renewing your ticket. What are you
Believe
talking
R.
about?
Yeah.
I was a believe R, brother. Yeah, AR at the end, remember? I think I created the term, believe R, because I went through the offseason. I reevaluated my views on the team with the people that I care about that work at the team. And I said, you know what? What am I going to do? Not be a Colts fan? Yeah, right. And the people that are wearing the uniforms right now aren't going to be wearing the uniforms forever. So we'll be here after that. So let's remember that. Did that whole thing. Then I buy the tickets back, and then we bring in Danny Dimes. I'm like, okay, maybe there's a shot here.
I can see it.
Now we start doing. AR started showing up early, started doing the shit before practice, before everything. I'm like, hold on now. If we have AR, maximum AR, I'm a believer. And if we got Dimes time, okay, I can buy. Gardner Minshew almost took us to the playoffs.
That's right.
Then we bring in a couple guys on defensive side, and we still got good trade pieces.
Great.
Before the trade deadline, we can still make some plays, I think. So, yeah, I was dining out on the people wearing the uniforms and the pads because of how they're representing and the things they had been doing and the way they've been acting and talking and portraying a lot of things. But they got to live their
lives. Is that a double ring? I got to ask. I just noticed this for the first time. Can I get the meaning of the double ring?
Okay, so silicone or rubber wedding ring, obviously, because I don't want to get the.
Yeah, right.
And then this is baby girl's hair tie, one of her hair ties.
Ah, nice.
See that?
That's nice.
Could be pink or baby blue, but I think that's too loud. So just kind of put it here, in the entire thing.
I like that.
I got a good ponytail.
Nice tight pony.
Yeah, I got a good ponytail. I used to have the long hair, so I know you got to go from the bottom, because whenever that shit bunches up in there, you don't get it all because there's going to be pieces falling out of the bottom.
Bad.
So you got to get that thing all the way up in.
Yep.
Flyers, tighten these things up. All right, go say what's up to mom. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, from down the hallway, I did that ponytail, bragging about it. So that's what that is, brother. That's what that is. Colts are the real deal.
Love that.
A team that might not be the real deal in the AFC East is having problems all over the place. Go ahead, Ty Schmidt.
Yeah, Jage, what the hell's going on with the Jets defense? It seems like every year that's kind of the one thing you can hang your hat on. Everyone always talks about how good they are, and then they get Aaron Glenn, and he assures everyone he's going to turn it around, and it just really hasn't looked like that. Now, granted, it does seem like the Jets are losing about 12 to 15 fumbles per game, so I don't know if that's necessarily helping out the defense. But what the hell's going on here, and is this going to get fixed anytime soon?
Man, we did a Jets preseason game and we did the Jets in week 1, and you talk to Aaron Glenn and everybody in the organization, and it's you definitely have a sense of that. Like, all right, they're very locked in. This is pure football. They're going to go out there and they're going to fix all the issues that the Jets have had in the past. I mean, the one stat right now that's blowing my mind, and I've asked like 2 or 3 people to check this because 0 turnovers in 5 games. Like, the defense hasn't even accidentally fallen on a ball that the other team dropped. Like, there hasn't been a ball that's bounced up in the air. Like, I think it's the only time since 1933 that's ever happened. 5 games to start a season with 0 takeaways. I mean, like, you guys have played. Like, people just drop the ball by running into the line of scrimmage sometimes, or the ball will bounce off a face mask and up into the air and you can grab one. So I guess that's a little bad luck in addition to not being able to get them, but I hope they turn it around. When the New York teams are good, it's fun for everybody, and they just are currently not good.
Don't want to remind everybody of this because where the Detroit Lions are right now. Foxy, what was your guys' record first year MCDC?
Started out 0-10, and then year 2 started out 1-6, and that's when everything changed.
And remember, the MCDC cried whenever they got a win. Yep. Everybody's like, what a loser this guy.
Yeah.
And all he kept saying was like, I've seen it every day, man. They're getting better, they're working. They haven't been, paid off for the work that they put in. I wonder if Aaron Glenn feels the same way. Like, hey, it's not good right now, but we got to build here. We got to build a culture. And will they have enough patience? You talk about whenever a New York team's good, it's good. But when you're bad in New York, too, it's very much like
very bad.
There's no question that the pressure is cooked so much higher when you're in that New York market. And I think it also is very tough when you see a brand new head coach like Liam Cohen down in Jacksonville. Big win over the Kansas City Chiefs Monday night. He's got that team 4-1, and you're sitting there as a New York fan, and you're like, I'm believing in you guys. I'm trusting the process. I'm understanding it takes time. We have to fully turn this culture around. But then you flip on your TV Monday night, and you're like, well, wait. They're in a very similar situation, and they turned it around so fast. So it's tough. I completely get it. I don't disagree on the Detroit point and the Dan Campbell point. Sometimes you have to weed out a lot of issues and turn it around. but it's tough when you look across at the neighbor and you see the grass growing real nice and green.
Well, the good news for him is the Giants don't seemingly have that going on this year, and they haven't for a while. On that note, those two teams are in a conversation a little bit different. Bengals have been in this conversation. The Ravens have slipped into that conversation as maybe not this year teams. Everybody else seemingly in it. Connor has a question for you, Jade.
Yeah, Jade, it feels like this year the teams that we thought were going to be really good again, like the Ravens, a few others, the Bengals, the injuries are kind of there. The Texans, though, would fall under that as someone you kind of thought was going to run away with it, but there's these teams kind of coming out of nowhere. I'm not going to throw the Patriots in just yet, but the Colts, the Jags being 4-1.
It's all right to feel good about yourself.
I feel good about it. Let's not go there yet, though, James. Let's stay focused here. How about the league? Are you pumped about the parity? I feel like we all are very excited about seeing some new teams toward the top of their divisions, at least early on. Do you think this is going to continue for the rest of the season?
I'm pumped about the parity. I think this is the best thing that the NFL has going about it, is the way that it's all designed with the draft, with free agency, with the waiver wire, with the way they set up the schedule. It's so much fun tuning in every week knowing that you don't know exactly what's going to happen and anybody can win any game. The Pats versus the Bills, great game, and really enjoyed watching that. So it has been enjoyable. I do think that the cream eventually rises to the top over time and people figure it out, and the best talent along with the best coaching will get to the top. But it's fun. It's a whole lot of fun. I mean, you have the Browns beating the Packers. That's probably the biggest one we've seen so far this year in terms of surprises. So,
Flacco.
but you feel good. You feel good about your Pats, man. That was a huge win for the Pats, and Drake Maye does seem like he's got that factor where he can step up in those situations and lead his team, and you put the right team around him, and Mike Vrabel gets them operating on all cylinders and cleaning up some of the execution and the penalties and things. Like, they really do have a solid setup.
I mean, not to mention, too, we're kind of approaching that territory where some of those good teams that are actually poopy might start fire sailing, and I don't want to go there, but we got kind of 3 games we should win going forward for New England. So an A.J. Brown, maybe a Derrick Henry, perhaps they might be available. And also, little side note, I saw this on X right before. The Pats were all blue this week. Next week, they are all white. I believe that is a shot at the Buffalo Bills.
I don't know if it's a shot or if it's just cool.
Took your chain, bitch!
I like that.
Our jersey's there!
I like the Vrabes.
Did not take him off. I didn't want to get ahead of himself. Said, don't get ahead of ourselves. And I was screaming into the microphone right now. That was 45
It's your fault, brother. You're the one that was like, hey, you should feel good about your team.
I do. He does feel good. And earlier today, whenever he was laying out the A.J. Brown might be, who's he got history with? Who was mad whenever he got traded out of Tennessee? Oh, Vrabel. Who else might be on a team that's not that great this year, but they got to pay him a lot of money? Maybe
who are you sending to the Eagles? Who are you sending to the Eagles for A.J. Brown?
Who are we sending to the Eagles for A.J. Brown?
Eagles?
Well, hold on. Oh, are you gonna? Okay. We can take his whole entire contract, so let's get that off the books. And then I don't know. We could probably send them like a Keon White pass rusher rookie on a young contract. And then when you think about the Ravens with Derrick Henry, if they're just kind of punting on it, then we can send them Ramondre Stevenson right back. Hey, you still get a good running back, but clearly you're not going to go to the playoffs this year. Why don't we just take Derrick Henry off your hands? A.J. Brown, you want to catch passes that aren't, thrown up? You don't have to play defense on Devontae Smith anymore, brother. Drake Maye will actually throw you the football, even though stats would say that they are still throwing him the football this year. He's just not catching it.
Well, Hembo would say that the targets to A.J. Brown are the same as they were last year, and A.J. Brown might say, I'm not doing this again. And allegedly there was a conversation, A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, and Saquon Barkley, a long one. Jimmy Kempski covers the Eagles. I'm told Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Saquon Barkley had a long, positive conversation. Lasted a couple hours. Maybe they do this every week, though.
I hope they have conversations. What the hell? They're on the same team, dude. What?
Yeah, but I think the implication was, hey, there's a lot of drama, seemingly. They're 4-1 football team. They're Philadelphia Eagles.
Who told Jimmy Kempski that?
He's
Who
plugged
told
in.
him that?
He's plugged in.
There's 3 people in the conversation. Who told him?
So Jimmy Kempski has somebody in the hallway looking for the door to open, and then there's only 3 of them. And then immediately to Jimmy.
3. Yeah. That was an hour long, or that was multiple hours long, and it was positive. It was very positive. I could tell that.
Ear on wall person.
Laughing and joking there.
Ha ha ha. Are they watching a movie? It's been a long time. And then sees them leave. They're laughing and smiling. Seem positive, Jim. Let it fly.
Think they were watching a movie.
I do wonder, how they balance this year. Always drama in Philadelphia for whatever reason. I think it's because it's the Philadelphia Eagles. Coach Sirianni, there's some stat that we just read and found. He averages the most points for the first 50 games as a head coach in NFL history. It's like him, Sean Payton, Mike Martz, MC and McCarthy.
Yeah. Yep.
They all average like 26.7 points a game. And all we in the media and everybody has done is, this offense stinks, man.
What's this guy do?
This guy's got no idea. They're reigning Super Bowl champs. They're 4-1 right now. Got the best record in all of ball, and all anybody wants them to do is hopefully fall apart. That's classic Philadelphia Eagles, it feels like.
That's right.
And they're strong enough to survive. We hope they certainly will. JJ, what game do you have this weekend?
This weekend, I have the Browns at the Steelers, AFC North battle.
You're calling a lot of your brother's games.
A lot of them.
It turns out that the second best AFC game on CBS every week generally does tend to involve the Pittsburgh Steelers while they're sitting at 3-1. Yes, there have been quite a few. It's his birthday Saturday, so I'm looking forward to seeing him on his birthday.
Birthday game for TJ Watt. Got to take that into account for sure, especially with Big Bro up in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you're up there, he does well?
Last game he had, the Patriots game, he had two sacks. So
hey, let's make sure we're non-biased.
His first game wasn't great.
Don't be getting too excited, okay, up there whenever TJ's making.
I'm excited, dude. We got Myles Garrett and TJ Watt in the same game. It's going to be great. There's incredible pass rush in this game. And the Browns rookies are crushing it. Browns rookie draft, they're not getting enough credit. They're getting a lot of credit, but this rookie draft class, they're killing it.
You putting respect on the pass rushers, I think, is a good thing from the booth. Obviously, it's one of the most important positions in all the ball, especially because it can wreck a game. But I'll tell you what, there's some other things wrecking some games. Let's head over to Hammer. Don. Is this still football, Tone?
Yeah, sorry. Whoa!
No.
Excited.
Oh, no.
Whoa!
Oh, geez.
That's Billy Bones right
Pat threw you a no-look toss. He literally no-look tossed you a lead, and then you do that bullshit.
He didn't mean it, Derek.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Listen,
AJ.
Stop.
No.
That's a mistake. I'm asking about TJ and I'm asking about Myles because you had just brought them up, and I know you were interested in those two just horrendous roughing the passer calls this weekend. One for the Saints and then one on the Bucks. What is going on, JJ?
Right there.
This is bullshit.
Whoa.
Is what's going on.
That's
and
great.
Today, Wednesday is usually around, maybe Thursday is around when we find out about the fines.
Wow.
And if either of these two were fined, we need to have a very serious, loud, public conversation. But this is just the second one. The only thing I can see about that Buccaneers one is leading into it, he did kind of dip his head a little bit, which I can see the ref when he lead with the crown of your helmet, even though he ended up pulling off, I can kind of see that. It's still very soft in my opinion.
Though, yeah.
But that first one on the Saints, man, it's like he's standing up straight. He's hitting them basically body to body. He rolls off. He pulls his hands away. I don't know what you want a defensive guy to do. You literally can't not take the guy to the ground any more than that. And if you want to say, well, his face mask grazed the back of his helmet, it's like, okay, so you don't want to hit him high, you don't want to hit him low, it would have been 10 times more hurtful if he just spears him in the back here. This is about the best possible way you can lay a quarterback down, and we're still throwing flags on it. Somebody's got to stand up for the defensive guys here. This is just bullshit. And that's a 15-yard penalty that now moves them 15 yards forward, automatic first down, all that type of shit. Takes a sack away from this guy. Just give me a break. I'm sick of it.
JJ Watt. JJ Watt. JJ Watt. JJ Watt. Thanks for doing that, JJ.
Hey, baby JJ.
I hate it.
Better than you.
Because they've been trying to change that rule to make it still football, but also let's not take out quarterbacks are the most important position. We had how many different quarterbacks play that one year? 90 or 60 or something like that? I forget what it was.
Yeah, high 60s.
I think it was 68.
So they've been trying to adapt the rules. I think Ben Roethlisberger or Carson Palmer, whenever he was with the Bengals, there was a crawling thing that happened to him against Pittsburgh Steelers, changed the rule. Tom Brady had something happen, changed the rule. Then there was a slinging type rule that was there. Full body control, but don't put your body weight. You can't go through the ground. There's a strike zone. You're not allowed to hit. You're not allowed to hit. So there's been a lot of rules to try to create the perfect way to tackle the most valuable piece on a football field in the quarterback position. And inevitably, it's always just a judgment call by the refs that are on the field. You saw that guy staring down he literally just kind of gives him a chest bump to his back, though. Yeah, like that's literally
crazy.
running full speed.
And like I wanted to,
That had to
ref
hurt.
was throwing the flag. I wanted to let give the ref the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, he just saw it immediately and threw it. But like, take time. Why is the flag coming out so fast? Take a second, see what happened, and then be like, oh, he actually didn't do anything bad. Like, this is ridiculous. How like that flag is on the ground as they're still just hitting the ground. Take a second, see that he rolled off. It's like performing acrobatics. Now, I believe that there are a lot of roughing the passers that are legit, high, low, whatever. We'll play by your rules. But when we're trying to play by your rules and we're trying to do what you want us to do, give us a break, for Christ's sake. I mean, just please give us a break. Like, we're doing our best. You pull off and you pull your hands away like, buddy, I'm clearly not trying to do anything bad here. I don't want a $50,000 fine and a 15-yard penalty. You know how badly I want this sack? It's so hard to get. I want it so badly. Don't take it away from me.
Clay Matthews.
And then the other thing, okay, then there's this. So if you're going to get a penalty anyway, rock him. Just to like go back there and lay him out because you're going to get one anyway.
Yeah, if they're going to throw the flag on a belly chest bump to a back, you might as well just go ahead and lean that thing forward.
Yeah.
Because I think what they saw was the helmets were at the same height, maybe, from where they're at. So they just assumed that this had to be contact to the helmet. Instead, it's literally just a slap to the back. And it kind of, maybe the nice, if he would have grabbed him and put him down, which you'll hear some defensive people get on TV, what do you want us to do? Pick them up and put them down? Place them? You want us to tuck them in whenever they're down there? Like, what do you expect from us? Such a pivotal play. And you talk about legacies and legends and everything like that. Losing sacks, getting fined. Clay Matthews lost a bunch of sacks and got fined a bunch. James Harrison, I think, was like the picture of the new version of tackling football. I think he got over $1 million. It's not funny for James Harrison, obviously. I am not saying that. But in this transition era of trying to figure out what the rules are, there's some people that pay the price, and obviously we don't have it right yet at JH, is what you're saying. What's the rules? Strike zone?
I think we got to start publishing ref stacks. I know they're out there somewhere, the stats, because we used to get them every week in our meetings, which is cool. But maybe we just got to start little accountability going both ways there. You know,
That's all we're looking for.
Yep.
You're the man, JH. What's the hat?
Yeah, you guys are the men.
Minnesota North Stars.
Minnesota North Stars. I just like the hat. Mike Madonna.
Yes, it is. Getting flashbacks of Madonna and Basil McRae. Yep.
Okay, I like what you're doing. I really like what you're doing. Did you watch the NHL opening night last night? See the Pittsburgh Penguins?
I didn't catch it, but I heard you talking about it. Shout out Ryan Smith. Mammoth crushed their rebranding. Phenomenal. Good for them.
A lot of good logos, a lot of good brands. He's pretty good at pickleball, too. You guys playing that super duper secret game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's really cool. You get invited to those things. Must be nice to be JJ Watt. Wow.
Yeah,
and that's why
nice.
#AskJH.
Exactly.
You're the man, ladies and gentlemen. How are the teams? Burnley and Espanol, we winning still?
We had a rough weekend. Both lost.
Oh, yeah. I had Minnesota North Stars hat on. Told us that story. Shouldn't even asked. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, JJ Watt.
Yeah,